What is going on, fellow gamers? ChaosEclipse here. We are back on Citadel Forge with Fire, and I believe I have everything I need to go ahead and craft these weapons, new armor, and everything. So hopefully we don't miss out on anything. First things first, let's do the weapons first, just because I'd like to have the weapons, just in case we do run short on materials. And then from after the weapons, we'll do the armor, and then we'll do our ring last, because technically the ring is only going to be a one up upgrade. Basically, it's going to go from the 4 mana per second to 5 mana per second. We can still get extra stats on there. This one only does have the 1, but they can get up to 2. So I mean, there's also the bonus there, but we'll see what happens. So let's start with the one that we actually needed the flowers for, which is this one here. So the flowers are needed for the blackened iron ingot. If you guys are wondering how I did the flowers and everything, please go watch the live stream that I did. It shows what I did with the planting here and the fertilizer, everything like that. You guys will be filled in on it through there. So let's see here. So we need, how many was it? 18, I think. Per weapon, so technically we need 36, unless my math is off. So to make black and iron ingots, we need 1 flower, 1 gold ore, and 2 iron ore. So stones, we'll grab all of the gold ore and all of the iron ore. And then we will also get our flowers, which are under plants. So we only need 36, but we're going to grab all 54 there. So we need 36 total. It does show we can make 54 total. We're going to do the 36, and we're going to leave it at that. So we're not going to try to shoot for the like I'm not going to try to craft extra ones if I don't get an epic item or anything like that. Now, if you guys remember correctly, there is one other thing that we are going to do. But I want to make sure that we have everything we need before we even do that part. So this here, if you guys don't remember, this is Demonic Eye. If you read it, it says consume before crafting for 100% magic find. For 3 minutes, the Eye of Terrible Demons found in Ignis. Wizards have been taking their eyes in order to reveal demons' magical perception of the world adds up to 8% bleeding damage to crafted spells. So the main thing that we're looking for in here is that 100% magic find. That is a guarantee when you eat this eye. So we're going to go ahead and take it, but we're not going to eat it yet. We need to make sure that these craft first. In the meantime, let's see if we need to craft anything else for the other weapons. So this is a staff we're going to craft. We do need blue gold ingots as well, and we're going to need 20 of those. 20 blue gold ingots. I should have built another forge. That's what I should have did. And then we can take a look here for the armor that we're going to craft. So none of this we need to actually craft. That is all raw materials technically. I mean, we already have iron ingots that are already molded like that, so we don't have to craft them. None of that needs to be crafted. I don't think anything here. Nope. And then the last thing is the boots. Nothing there. And the ring's going to be on there. So one of the things that we can take a look at doing, I don't know if I want to do that or not, though. I don't know if that's gonna we might want another tailoring bench. That way we can craft 2 things at once, because you have to think when we're crafting the items, we only have the 3 minutes we're getting from this in order for it to craft everything. And we're going to be crafting 4 weapons, which technically we can do 1 staff here, 1 staff here, because those are both regular workbenches. We might want to do another forge, and we might want to do another tailoring bench. The forge, we can do the 2 weapons at the same time. Even though we're going to split the staves, but we can do the 2 weapons for the melee weapons on here. It won't take more than 3 minutes, but I'm worried about the armor. And I heard a noise. Did a creature appear on the map? No. Did a rift appear, maybe? Rift. There's a couple different symbols that the rift could be. One is a chest-looking symbol that looks open. The other one looks like basically a mixture between the cave and the camp. It looks like a meteor with like the little face from the camp in it. But I'm not seeing anything at all. I don't know what the sound was. It could have been one of these finishing, but I doubt it because I haven't heard it again, so I'm not sure what that was. Oh, you know what? It was probably this. It might have fit. No, because it's still dropping, so it's not that. You're not out yet, are you? No. Yeah, I don't know what the sound was. Anyway, so this is probably the thing that we're going to need the most. Let's see what it would take to make another one, because I don't want to end up using materials that we're going to need to make our stuff. Oh, that's nothing. I can make another one of those. So 15 rune crystals and 30 wood. Okay, we'll make another one real quick. So 15 of these bad boys. And then wood. What was it, 30, I think? And then we can... Wrong button. We can do this, and there it is. I don't really want it in front of the door. I guess we'll have to do it right here for now. Whoops, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. There we go. Okay, so we can do the head and the chest here, and then we can do the pants and the boots here. But we're waiting for this to finish real quick, because we do need all 36 of these. And then I guess we can pick up the rest of the materials for now. So let's take a look here. So we need feather. We're going to need all of our flawless ruin gems. We'll take the iron ingots, flawless ruin gems, feather, and bones. So I doubt we need that much iron. I don't want to weigh myself down. We'll grab like 200. You know what? That's probably not fair. Don't want to fill up on these either, so we'll grab like 500. Which I don't even think we need that much. Close enough. We're going to take all of these. We might not even need those ruin crystals. I don't think we do. We already have our blue gold ingots, so let's grab that. We probably need more blue gold ingots, honestly. I don't remember. Essence. We're going to need 10 of the frozen ones. Just from memory. Don't need anything else there. Don't need any food. Plants. I don't think we're going to need any plants. We already have the other ones on us. We're going to need basically all of the fur. Wood. We're going to need all of the frost wood. And probably a little more of the normal wood. That should be good. Potions, no. Crafted. No. Dyes, no. Miscellaneous. Feathers. We need feathers. And we need bones. And that should be everything. I want to say we might need some of that too, but that should be everything that we need. So I'll do all of that. So before we even get started, we're going to take a look here. So, yep, we can craft 2 of those. That's what we want. How many rings can we craft? We can't craft any rings. What are we missing for the rings? the ear sight. That wasn't too much. We'll do like that, I guess. So can we craft the ring now? We can. We only need one. That works. And let's make sure we can craft all of our, yep, one helmet, at least one chest piece, one pant, and one boot. And then can we craft our 2 staves? Yes. Okay. Hopefully we don't mess this up. Is this the only... There's something else that needs blue gold ingots. Give me a second, guys. I don't think it's any of the armor here, but we're gonna check. I think it's the ring. Nothing there. Nothing there. I think it's the ring. It is the ring. Blue gold. So we need the 20 for the weapons. I at least need another 13 for the ring. So, what is that? That's the regular blue gold, right? Yeah, blue gold. So, up here, blue gold, there it is. And we need 13. Craft. Okay, and then once that's crafted, we'll go ahead and eat our demonic eye, and we should have enough to craft everything else. Also, if you guys watch the live, like I asked you to, so previous video we talked about these. As you can see, when you walk over these, it does give like a little red effect there, and it shows it like it's using a health potion. Same thing with the mana, except it'll be blue if it'll trigger. Why is it not triggering? There we go. So I think I broke the game. I don't know how. I have not went back and looked at it yet, but every now and then when I'm flying around doing things, it triggers like that. I don't know what's going on with that. I think I might have accidentally messed with the settings at one point. I turned off the game, but technically didn't turn it off, and I left my controller on. I think I was messing with it in the background without knowing it. So I'm going to have to go back and look at what my original settings for the server were. To see if it is something that I messed with in the settings on accident. So, because I should not be getting random health and mana like that. Even with the ring that we have, this ring here, it does give mana per second, but it should not pop up at the bottom like a potion like that. It should just automatically give you your mana back. So, and we're almost done there. It looks like we got 3 more. So bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I noticed a lot of people don't watch this series, but I talked about this in the actual live thing too, live video I did. I love this game, so even if it's not getting that much attention, I probably will continue with it. I like the way that they did the magic. I like the way that they did basically everything. I mean, honestly, yeah, there's flaws in the game. There's flaws in every game you play, but I think this one just outdid itself, and it's sad that it didn't really kind of take off. I don't know if it released the same time as other games or what, but it's just, you know, it's came a long way too. There's a lot of stuff as far as like the different spells and everything that they changed as well. So but alright, so let's see here. So where do I want to start? I guess we'll start right here with one of the staves, and we'll do, see, that's why I'm curious about doing the weapons in the ring, because we only have the one forge and they all need to be done on there. The ring I'm not worried about. Yeah, we'll do one staff here, the 2 melee weapons here, head and chest here, other staff here, and then the feet and legs there. Okay. And I know I already told you guys what we're gonna do, but I'm just trying to make sure I have it all laid out because I'm really worried about just having these 3 minutes. I wish I had 2 of these demonic guys, but they're very rare drops. So, all right, let's go ahead and eat it up. So there we go. I'm gonna start with the staff. We're only doing 1 here, so let's craft that 1. Not mean to fly. Stop flying. Here we're gonna do the 2 weapons. The 2 melee weapons. Craft both of those. Here we're doing the chest and head, which we can only do 1 at a time, so we're going to craft the head first. Here we're going to do the other staff. Here we'll go ahead and do the chests here, because the head is at the other one. We'll do the chest here, and then our second run through, we'll leave that one, leave that one. We'll end up doing the legs here, and then the feet will go over there. But yeah, you can see the demonic eye at the bottom there. It just looks like it's going pretty quick. I don't know if all this stuff is going to be crafted by then. That chest piece is going to take forever. Man, I think I might have screwed this up, guys. Not necessarily screwed it up, but alright, so we got that. And we got an orange one, that's awesome. I don't have to do anything else with those ones, so we'll leave those the way they are. I don't think these are going to finish in time. That's why I wanted another forge. The headpiece should finish in time. Chest I'm a little worried about. This one's going to finish. We'll grab that. Another orange one. Awesome. Come on. Come on. Yeah, that chest piece alone is going to take the full 3 minutes. I did not anticipate that. Oh, wow. That one finished early. And it was red, so cool. Or orange. So we'll do the legs here. And I think as long as you start the craft, you're good. So, is this one going to finish early too? Because that would be awesome, because I just need the boots. And then the ring I'm not too worried about, because it doesn't look like we're going to make it with the ring. That's going to be really close. I wish I could actually see the timer on it. I should have did the chest piece last. That way I would have at least, because with the chest piece it would have at least been started while it was active. Versus, which actually it'll finish. Versus doing everything else, because I think everything else is going to finish pretty quick. I won't even pick that up yet. We'll do boots. Craft. Nice, another orange piece. And that's it. Last thing we need is the ring, which we can't do. That's orange as well. Awesome. Yeah, we'll do the ring after. And then we'll take a look at all of our stats. Yeah, so these were at least started while we had that. I don't know if that matters. So I'm not sure if these last 3 pieces are going to be orange or not. But we also do have, if you guys remember correctly, on our current stuff, we have 21% magic find on the headpiece there. We have another 16 there. I think that might be it. Because I don't think magic find appears on the weapons. And then not there and not there. Yeah, so, and I don't even want to look at these yet, but that's awesome that they're all orange so far. We got our other thing here, which is orange. Cool, cool. Got our boots. Orange. Nice. Come on, orange other weapon. And the crazy thing is, I don't know if people have ever noticed this. I mean, like I said, I know not too many people play the game. So the weapon that we're using right now is an orange weapon, which is why it has this red tint to it on certain parts of the wood. If you look at the different pieces here, they'll have different things indicating that they're orange and stuff. It just depends on like the weapon and stuff they're using. So like this one here, you can see it has the little claw thing there, and then that little stamp on the back of like the little skull there. So, but obviously this one's more detailed than the other one. So let's see, orange. Nice. Okay, so now we just need to do the ring, which probably won't come out orange, but it's definitely still possible. So yeah, this will be 5 mana per second, and it does up to 2 magic properties. We could technically make more of these if we need to, but I don't want to waste a whole bunch of materials. And the ring we have now isn't orange anyway. So before we look at the rest of that stuff, we're going to go ahead and drop off all of our stuff here. So this is going to be all of our stone and gems. Then we need to drop off planks. The next one will be wood. And the last one, all 3 of those are going to be miscellaneous. So, move all. There we go. Perfect. Alright, and while we're waiting on that, let's, ooh, you know what? I'm probably not going to put any spells on it just yet. So I want to go over with you guys all the spells because I think some of them have changed. So we're going to do another video showing what different spells are on what weapons. I don't like using these gloves. The only reason I have these ones was to show you guys the healing and the way that you can tame stuff. Normally I don't use these spells, even the healing. The way I see it is like if you're taking too much damage, you should probably get the hell out of there anyway. So I don't normally use the healing spell. But I wanted to show you guys the different stuff with them. So I normally use 2 stabs and then 2 melee weapons. So I won't use a wand and I won't use what are these called? Gauntlets, I think. But in here, I'll actually have to craft, or I'll have to learn at least 2 of these. So that way I can craft you guys an axe. I can craft you guys gauntlets, which gauntlets we already have. We probably won't do that one. We'll probably use the ones that we already have. And maybe I'll see if I can find a wand or something. But anyway, I'm going to basically get each one of these weapons. We're going to do just the starter weapons. And we're going to look at the different spells that can be put on weapons. That way I can determine what type of spells I want on these new weapons that we are going to be using. Excuse me. That we are going to be using. So, and then with the essences, I'll be low on everything because we're going to go through quite a bit. So before the next one, I'll have to get more fire, probably a little bit more frost, and more storm. Because we're going to be doing 4 different spells for every thing. So that's going to be 4 times 4. So we're going to need 16 of each. So yeah, so that's not that bad. We need more summoning ones too. So I'd be able to roll right into that video without even getting more. But it's going to hurt our numbers, especially with the summoning one here. But we are going to go over every single spell, even if it's the same. That way I can at least show you guys. And we'll go out on a field somewhere so that we can test the stuff on some of the creatures and everything. So, but it sounds like our ring is done. Orange? No. Okay. I don't know if it's even possible for rings and stuff like that, to be honest. I think it might be, but I don't remember. Alright, so let's at least take a look and see what we got here. So we'll start with the ring. Our current ring is 4 mana per second and 204 mana total given to us extra. So let's take a look at this one. So not too much of an increase, but not bad. So we're getting 1 extra mana per second, which that part's a given. The mana that it's giving us, either this one is low or the previous one was high, because it should definitely go up by more than 23 per thing. But that's fine. We'll go ahead and equip that. And then this ring we will end up deconstructing, but for now we'll throw it in our crafted stuff here. Alright, so let's start with the actual armor first, because like I said, the weapons are going to be last anyway, because I'm not going to equip the weapons, just because we're not going to have the spells or anything yet. So let's start with we'll go, I guess, head to toes. Start with the headpiece first. So our current one is, there's a lot of stats here, so try to keep up, guys. Which, I mean, I can show these at the same time just by highlighting the other one, so we'll do it that way. So keep in mind when I pull it up, the old one is going to be on the bottom. The new one is going to be on top. So we're going to look at the bottom and then look at the top. So the bottom, we had 23 armor, we had 69 health, 14 crit, 67 mana, 3 cooldown reduction, 3 additional armor, and then our 21 magic find. And then looking at the top, it looks like we got basically the same everything, but there's increases in everything. So 34 extra armor, so now we're going to be at 57. Our additional armor, instead of it being the 3, we're getting 7. Our cooldown reduction, we're moving up to 4. Magic find percent, that gave us another 10, which is big. That's going to be 31 total. Extra mana, we're looking at 177. Our crit chance, where we went up to 25, and our health is up to 154. So that's awesome. Let's go ahead and equip that. Then we're going to go to our chest piece. So same thing, the old one's going to appear on the bottom, new one's going to appear on the top. So old one on the bottom, 62 armor. We had 7 movement speed, magic find was 16. Mana was 106, health was 114, which those are actually pretty big. Additional armor 12, and then crit chance was 10. Looks like everything except our movement speed got an increase with the new one. So the top, that bone chest piece there, we're going from the 62 all the way up to 147. That's huge. Now keep in mind, we're basically doubling the level of this, because our fur tunic that we have on currently, we crafted that at level 18. As you can see, the one that we crafted now says requires level 36. So basically we doubled everything. So it should be it should be at least doubled or more. So if we look at our health there, we went up another 190, which that's huge. So we're going to be at 304 for the health. Mana is going to be 285. Movement speed stays the same at 7. Crit chance is up to 14, additional armor at 19. So that's awesome. Let's go ahead and equip that. And then before we forget, let's throw the head and the chest piece in our crafted items here. So this is our old chest piece, our old head piece. Right. And then we'll go back in here. We're going to take a look at our legs. On the bottom, we had our fur leg wraps, 38 armor. Additional armor was only 5. Movement speed was 11. Health was 93, and crit bonus damage was 2. In the new one, it looks like we got 2 extra bonuses. So our armor increased to 87. Crit chance looks like that's a new one. I don't know why it doesn't say +6, because it wasn't on the previous one. But it's a new one. We get 6 there. Health was increased by 175 up to 268. Additional armor was an increase up to 10. Crit bonus damage, that stayed the same at 2. Mana, we did not have mana before, so we're going to have extra mana now at 263. And our movement speed was increased to 15. So let's go ahead and equip that. And then we're going to look at our feet here, which so far, I'm not going to lie, our guy over here is looking pretty beefy. Just with the chest piece alone, because of the club looking thing on his back. But let's take a look at the feet here. So on the bottom, this one looks like it's a huge increase, mainly because it was a blue item before. We had bone skin boots, which were only 10 armor. Movement speed was only 14, and additional armor was only 2. Up at the top, it looks like we got 6 additional things, which that's where the magic find comes in, because it gave us extra stuff. So we went from 10 armor up to 22. Magic find was actually put on there, so we have an extra 15 magic find now. Movement speed is going to be increased to 18. Crit chance is a new one with 5. Additional armor with up to 3 now. Health and mana, which we did not have previously, so that's going to increase it by 74 health and 72 mana. So let's go ahead and equip that one. And then we'll go ahead and throw these in our crafted one here too. So move and move. Alright. Now keep in mind, this next one, it's going to go based off of what's currently in my hand. So I equipped the sword here because it is the only melee weapon I have. Technically these ones are melee, but it's not the same. So we'll at least do this here. And then we'll go back into here. We're going to take a look at both of these just with our sword equipped. So take a look here. We're going to be going from 134 all the way up to 317 damage. That is huge, guys. We are losing 1 crit bonus damage, but that is okay. It looks like everything else is an increase for just stuff that we didn't have in general. The extra health is definitely going to help at 118. Extra armor, that's good. Mana that we didn't have before. Cooldown reduction, which is awesome. If you can get cooldown reduction on every single one of your weapons, you want that. That is basically when you cast things like this, that's how fast that global timer refreshes for you to be able to cast it again. That's the cooldown reduction. So if you can get a lot of cooldown reduction on one weapon, that means it's going to let you cast it more often. Let's go back in here though. So that's the first one. So that's almost doubling our damage, if not more. And then we take a look at this one. A little bit weaker, but we also got a lot more increase with everything. So 39 crit chance, 117 health, 22 armor. Additional damage is 62, mana is 28, and the cooldown reduction is 13. And then overall damage, not too bad. Still pretty much doubling it. But obviously this one is definitely where you want to be as far as the damage. So, but great additions. We will end up equipping both of those. We'll use this one to replace the Bastion, which is a sword that we currently have, and then this one will replace the gauntlets. And then before we go into these, which is our staves, let's go ahead and equip our main staff here, and then we will take a look at the staves that we're getting. So immediately already everything is increased here. We're more than doubling the damage on this too, which the staves aren't too big on damage. Mainly the other weapons are, but we are going to be using 2 different staves this time, so one of them will actually have damage. One we're going to be using with what we have now, which is going to be the blink and the gather, which I might want to reconsider that. We'll take a look and see what we can do with our weapons, just because if I can put the blink and the the blink and the gather on a weaker weapon, and it ends up being one of the reawaken things here, then it would probably be that one. But if that's the case, then I will put it on those instead. Even though this one's only 6 more damage, it still does have a lot more bonuses than this one does. So. And this is why I didn't compare it to these, because you can see there that we're losing mana, things like that, but that's because now we have the staff equipped. So staff, you want to switch out for staff. Melee weapon, you want to switch out for a melee weapon. But overall, it looks good. The additional damage of 51 is actually a huge thing there. And then we still have more increased cooldown reduction. The mana and the health are both up, so that's pretty awesome. And then our last one here. Oh, so this is going to be the weakest one overall, but it does have some good additions to it. So this is only going to take us up to 261. I think the other one's what, 280? Yeah. So this is 20 below that. So this would be our weakest one. This will be our blink and our gather one that we'll end up using. But it does give extra health, extra mana. Cooldown reduction is, up there. Additional damage. We're not worried about the damage because, like I said, it'll be our blink and our extract. So we'll see what happens with that. And then we do have crit bonus damage. So one of the things that you want to consider with your gathering spell, your extract spell, if it has high crit and high crit chance, that means you're going to be getting more items more often when you're using it. So instead of you getting 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 every time you're extracting, you'll get like a 1 1 1 3, 1 1 1 4, things like that. So it'll definitely give you extra stuff to gather with, but it doesn't really matter too much. One of the things that we can consider too is, because this one does have the cooldown reduction is higher, because this one has 13, this one only has 11. We may want to possibly put blink on this one, and then the extract on this one, and then the secondary on each one have actual attacks. But like I said, we'll take a look at all that when we actually put the spells on the weapons. But yeah, and then one of the things that I want to consider the next time we do get a level, which we are pretty close, if you guys take a look at my mana, my health, all of that stuff, You can see for the most part it's kind of balanced down there. We have 2540 for the health, 2666 for the mana, damage is 392. Carry capacity is not going to be affected by this, but the rest, as far as the damage, the mana, and the health, those are all affected by your armor and by your weapons. So one of the things I might want to consider doing in the next one, which I think I mentioned this at the beginning, but I probably forgot about it. Next time we get a level, I'm probably going to unequip everything, and then I'm going to see where our actual base health is, our base mana and our base damage, and then we'll increase from there, using it that way, or looking at it that way. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. Finally got all of our new weapons and everything. Like I said, the next video we will take a look at all of the different weapons and the different spells that we can do. Depending on how long that video is going to be, I might have to break it up into different things, because like I said, each weapon basically has 4 different spells. So when we put the gauntlets in there, we're going to have to go over 4 different spells. We'll go over how they work, and then we'll move to a staff. We'll go over how they work, but on top of that, we're going to do the different essences for each one. So when we do the sword or the axe, whatever we decide to do, we'll have to do the arcane, and then we'll have to go over each one of these. So we'll do arcane, then we'll go to summoning, then we'll go to frozen, we'll go to nature essence, we'll go to storm essence, fire essence, dark essence, and light essence. And there's going to be 4 for each one. So that's 4. That's going to be 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, and then 32 with the arcane. So there's going to be 32 different spells that we're going to be looking at per weapon. And there's 4 weapons. So 32 times 4. Somebody do the math. Boom. There's your number. So, if anything, maybe I'll just do 1 weapon per episode. That way they're not like really long episodes or anything like that. But like I said, we'll definitely take a look at that in the next one. But thank you guys for joining me. Appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by. If you guys have been watching the live streams, I am trying to figure out when I want to do the actual live streams, how often, trying to make a schedule and all that. But thank you again for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video.